Hey, good afternoon. Todd at Champaign Ford City here. Got another truck getting close to being ready, but that's not why we're here today. We will get a video of this truck soon when it's done. It needs a few more items to be done. But let's talk about tires today. And thought I'd just kind of do this real quick. I had a customer interested in one of our trucks. It says another dealership in another state has the exact same truck. It's less money. Had him send me a link to the truck. It's definitely not the same truck. One of the things I saw right away was the tires that were on it, and so I wanted to focus on that. There's a lot of differences, but we're just going to talk about tires here. So this truck, or any vehicle for that matter, in the door jamb from the factory. Of course, if you have the factory wheels still on it, you'll know what size we're supposed to be on it. So this truck, if you can see that, 245 70 17s are what they came with. Okay, why does that matter if we're going to change wheels and tires? Several things. Obviously, fitment. You know, you want to get the right fitment. Make sure they're not sticking out too much, too wide where they rub, this, that, and the other. But the overall tire height of that original tire versus what you put on it can throw off the speedometer. Obviously, the type of tire you put on, load rating, performance rating, all these things come into play in the performance of a vehicle. And you guys will follow our channel know we pretty much put Nitto 420Vs on every truck. These tires are getting very, very difficult to find. I had a client say the dealership told them that they don't make them anymore, and I don't know. Tire date on this one says the 25th week of 23, so that's this year, middle of the year, so definitely still make them. So the truck comparison for reference, the other dealer used a 285 45 22. Okay, that's a little bit taller than factory. It's not a huge difference, but at 70 mile an hour, when your speedometer says 70 miles an hour, your truck's actually going to be going almost 74 miles an hour. So it thinks you're putting more miles on the truck than you actually are. Is it minimal? Sure. What is that, 5%, something like that? I think once you got to 100 mile an hour, you were actually doing 105 and some change. And I'll show you a website that I use for comparison. But this tire being put on by this other dealership is kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't consider it the right tire for one of these trucks. I'm very picky. I pay attention to details. And it's a Goodyear Eagle touring tire. So I'm going to walk into my office here. We'll look at our computer here and just see what we can find about that tire. So hang tight a second. All right, so bear with me. We're sitting at my desk here. This is on Goodyear's website. And so about $1,000 a set. Not bad. Let's see where the reviews are. Okay, this is right on Goodyear's website. Ratings and reviews. These are most recent. And these are the things you're going to find. Garbage tire, junk tire, poorest tire ever, horrible tire. This is just page one. I think you kind of get the idea. All right, so here's, this is actually tacomaworld.com. It's kind of a cool website. You just plug in what the factory size tire was and the tire that's being replaced with. So this is the other dealership's tire. These Goodyear Eagles that we just saw were pretty poorly rated. Here's how much your speedometer's thrown off from stock. Now there's ways to correct it. You need to buy a calibration tool and reset it, but that's extra money. Or you can just live with it. Some people don't care. That's awesome. Again, so we kind of pay attention to detail here. So let's change this to what we run. 285 40 22. And we'll see here. Let's see, we need to hit enter. All right, so now we've got the updated info here. So at 70 miles an hour, 71.08. At 100, you're actually doing 101.55. So very, very minimal speedometer discrepancy from factory. So your odometer and speedometer both should read correctly, very, very closely anyway. All right, so we're back out here with this is the Earthquake edition. Like I said, we'll get a video of this one up hopefully later today. I want to get it detailed up a little better, and need to put some premium gas in it as well, and we'll get a full video of it. But so that's kind of a rundown of what I won't say all dealers do it that way. There's a lot of great dealers out there. There's plenty of business to go around. I just think dealers need to put the best quality they can into a vehicle for a customer. These tires aren't much more than those Goodyear Eagle Touring tires. They're a much better tire, especially for a performance vehicle. You got to remember, the only thing touching the pavement is your tires. That's one of the most important things on a vehicle is tires, traction, handling. Never skimp on tires. That's just kind of how I feel about it anyway, and I'm not going to put a product out there to my customers that I feel maybe is not safe, not the best quality. I'm surely not going to do it to save a couple $100. So that was just one of the differences I saw on the other truck. And to me, not even about the money, it's about the safety and quality of that vehicle. It's easy to just have your parts guy find me a 22-inch tire that'll fit on this truck, and not do the research to make sure the speedometer is correct, and not do the research to make sure it's a quality tire and that your customer's going to be happy with it. It's just how we do things here at Ford City. Like I said, there's other dealerships that do a great job too, and there's plenty of business for all of us. But if you're a dealership putting a Goodyear Eagle Touring tire on your truck, let's step that up a little bit and give your customer a better tire. Appreciate everybody watching, and talk to you soon.